Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Victor Atox, Director of Mission Ecclesia and Head of Senate of the Academy of Ambassadors. I want to use this opportunity to wish a happy Valentine celebration to every one of our ambassadors and lovers around the world. And I want to also use this opportunity to share with you a story that is so dear to my heart. The story of love. So many of us do not know that the greatest love story was carved in the Garden of Eden, because you never actually take your time to build a story and to build that knowledge gap that God has given you opportunity to have access to. Do you know that the greatest love story actually existed between the man Adam and Eve? When Adam lost the whole of his empire and all that God has ever given to him, it is expected, like we will expect another individual who has lost everything to have told the woman Eve to forget about anything called relationship from now henceforth, to forget about the marriage. In fact, after the fall, we expected that there will be a breakup in that marriage. But what happened? Adam heard his wife and said, "Madam, for better, for worse, till death do us part." And that was how they held their hand together, leaving the presence of God. That is, after they committed sin and had fallen from the glory of God, they still held hands to hand. And that brings me to the conclusion that the greatest word in the circle of relationship is that word commitment. And what is commitment? Commitment means that I will do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes to make this work, I will do it. That is commitment, whatever it takes. So many persons will come into the whole equation of marriage looking for the Mr. Perfect, looking for the prophecy, looking for somebody to fulfill their dreams. But I can tell you for free that the greatest marriages in the world that I have been able to study rest on a particular template, and that is the template of commitment. But before we even talk about commitment, we need to know, who can you be committed to? You can only be committed to the person that fulfills the mandate of helpfulness. And when God looked at man after giving him assignment, he wanted him to do the work that he was given. And man could not have been able to do that work that he was given. So God gave him a help that is made. What do you mean by a help that is made? A help that has been specially tailor-made for the kind of work that the man was given. So as a young man or as a young woman, one thing you must look out for whenever you are looking for your next, you are looking for somebody that you will spend the rest of your life with, the only criteria that is approved by the word of God for you to look for is somebody that can be of help to you. Please, I beg you in the name of God, please and please, if the person you are about to marry will not complete you and will not compliment you in areas that you are weak, avoid the person. Because life is a journey and relationship is a vehicle. If the vehicle cannot take you where you are going, there is no need entering it. You have to be very, very hard on yourself when you come to the criteria of looking for a helper who will help you through the work of destiny, a person whom you will be a helper to, so that peri passu, the two of you can hold each other's hand in the spirit of helpfulness. I remember in the course of my sojourn through the scriptures that people who found a wife in the course of our story as a people are those that came helping. And that is what brings me to what I call the principle of the well principle. And what is the well principle? That if you go to the well of life looking for people to help, you will find a helpmate. It's as simple as that. Let us look at the story of our mother, Rebecca. Rebecca went to the stream, went to the well that day, looking for who to feed who to water their mules and their horses, and he ended up watering the mules and the horses of the man who will be the servant of the man that is to marry at the end of the day. Another person that we will talk about is the woman Rachel. Rachel watered the man, and what do we get at the end of the day? It was a beautiful marriage that was born, in as much as there were some deficiencies along the line. The way we have to talk about the man Moses that went out with just one intention. And what was the intention? The intention was to make sure that he helped the ladies, the Deborah and the sisters. And when their father heard about it, he said, "Where is the man?" And they brought the man home. And before you know what's happening, he had a wife.
This message was brought to you by the media team of the Academy of Ambassadors. Do well to subscribe and give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Share with your friends, they might need it too. Happy Valentine.